resources that they need to excel, and empower them to inspire our children to reach their full potential. Furthermore, I believe in the importance of parental involvement and community engagement in our schools. By fostering strong partnerships with parents, teachers, and administrators, and community members, we can create a collaborative environment where everyone has a stake in the success of our schools. As a member of the Waynesville School Board, I will work tirelessly to uphold these principles and ensure that our schools continue to be a source of pride and excellence in our community. Together, we can build a brighter future for our children and generations to come. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Oxendine. We will now move on to our first question. Each of you will have 3 minutes to answer. What are your 3 overall education priorities that, in a perfect world, you would accomplish during your time in office? How will you go about achieving them? Why are these the most important? We begin with you, Mr. Griffin.
Thank you. One of my first priorities is student success. And with success comes retention of our educators. We strive to attract and retain high-quality educators and staff. It helps build our continuity on all our campuses. We ensure the curriculum is inclusive and equitable to each student's needs while advocating for policy that creates an environment in which every student feels valued and supported. My second, safety and security. Ensure safety protocols and crisis management plans reflect the best practices, which helps meet the physical and mental health needs of students and staff. A safe environment is a learning environment. And a level of approach, no, I take that back. We have to be available. We have to be available to our community and to our parents. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Griffin. Mrs. Wiekert-Anderson for Mr. Mike Keeling.
Setting priorities and expectations are a board responsibility. I think our board will always have student achievement and hiring and retaining high-quality teachers at the top of the list. We have a plan through the Comprehensive School Improvement Plan to continuously improve our student achievement. Our plan is a model for the state of Missouri. The committee that produced that plan consists of teachers, administrators, parents, community members, and students. Again, better together. This group meets several times per year to review where we are and where we need to revise our measurements, always looking for ways to improve. Teachers are the executors of that plan. They are the bedrock for our education of our students. We must strive to hire and retain quality teachers in a challenging environment. The amount of teachers available have become fewer. We must continue to seek out these candidates aggressively and convince them to come to our high-quality district. Once again, we need to train, support, and mentor them. Once embedded, we need to continue to pay them for their quality work. The district has always worked to have a salary schedule that is at the top of our comparable surrounding school districts. As a member of the board, I would continue supporting these efforts and to look for other avenues to award and retain our teachers. I think another aspect to support students and teachers is to have a board that understands their role in this. Board governance, from direction setting to safety to financial stewardship. This is something I think is important and something someone in my board experience can help foster. To help everyone understand what our board priorities and how to achieve our goals as a group, to work civilly and professionally to build consensus and to work as a team.
Thank you. Mr. Oxendine.
My first priority would be just to be an advocate for teachers in our district. I would advocate for resources, including funding, materials, and professional development opportunities to support teachers in delivering quality education. I believe that we should work to retain and recruit highly effective and highly qualified teachers and support staff. I would use my position to influence budgetary decisions and policies that directly impact teachers' ability to teach effectively, Not only would I be an advocate for the teachers, but I'd also be a strong advocate in our students. I would promote policies that ensures all students are treated equally regardless of their background and have equal access to high-quality education. Lastly, I believe in transparent conversation. I would prioritize transparent and open communication channels between school board members, educators, family, and community members. I would accomplish these priorities by being as open and transparent as I could be with the community. These priorities are fundamental and in ensuring our district remains open to the community and prepares all students to thrive and contribute positively to society. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Oxendine. Mrs. Rowell.
Thank you. 3 overall educational priorities that I see why they are important and how I can help achieve them. Number 1, preparing our children for their best future. As a district, together we can prepare our students for their best future by providing a well-rounded education, fostering empathy and critical thinking, offering career guidance and mentorship, and promoting a supportive learning environment, and encouraging lifelong learning and adaptability. Number 2, promoting a balance between achievement and resilience. A balance between achievement and resilience means encouraging students to strive for success while also equipping them with the skills and mindset to overcome challenges and setbacks, helping them recognize that these are a natural part of the learning and growth, and teaching them to persevere, adapt, and learn from failures while continuing to persevere, adapt, and reach their goals. A favorite saying that we have at work is fail fast. We try things, and when they don't work, we regroup and we try something else. My personal favorite saying is, what did we learn from this? I don't believe in regrets. What did we learn, and how do we move forward? We cannot be our best if we aren't comfortable trying new things, making mistakes, and learning from them. And number 3, improving communication and connections between our families, schools, and communities. And some things that we gain by focusing on these are, when families, schools, and communities communicate and connect, our students receive consistent support across different environments, positively impacting their academic performance and overall well-being. This increases student success. Effective communication allows for a holistic understanding of our students' families' needs, enabling our schools and communities to connect and provide comprehensive support that addresses students' academic, social, emotional, and physical needs. And by fostering strong connections, our families, schools, and communities can pool resources, expertise, and networks to create opportunities for our students, such as extracurricular activities, internships, and community service. Improved communication helps foster cultural awareness and understanding among our families, schools, and communities. We have such an amazing opportunity in our community to not understand our local strengths and opportunities, but a unique chance to draw from the experience and perspectives of families from around our country and around our world. Improving communications and connections between our families, schools, and communities is critical because it creates a collaborative environment that benefits our students, educators, families, and our community. I don't have a magic wand to achieve these goals, but as a board member, I will fully support efforts that emphasize these. What I do have, though, is a passion to lead by example, the heart to be all in, and an understanding of how it takes all of us as a team, each in our roles, to accomplish great things.
Thank you, Mrs. Rowell. Thank you to all our candidates for those thoughts. Okay, you will have 3 minutes to answer our second question. What role should the community play in supporting the education of our students? And how would you, as a board member, connect the community to the school? We begin with you, Mrs. Wiekert Anderson, for Mr. Mike Keeling.
Our community is very diverse, one with over 70% military or employed by the military. I think this is a strength. Community plays a huge role in having a quality school district. Conversely, quality schools contribute to a strong, vibrant community. I think we do a lot of good things in our community to inform our in trying to inform our community of all the good things happening within our district. I would like to see an expansion of this through more direct mailers and communications. We may have community supporters but we need more ways to bring community into our schools. We have the Chamber of Commerce cooking hot dogs before the first football game and the annual Festival of Nations that are always well attended. I would like to see more of these types of events that would bring in more folks from the community. Of course, the community supports our schools through their taxes, and I am hopeful they will once again on April 2nd. I think they will want to pass the 10-cent levy increase so we will not lose the $8.5 million in B2 heavily impacted aid, which is approximately 10% of the district's budget. As a board member, I would like accessibility to anyone in the community. I would seek input into how we could do better. I would be visible, and I hope everyone would feel comfortable approaching me. I think listening and being open-minded are strengths that I have.
Thank you. Mr. Oxendine.
The community plays a crucial role in supporting the education of our students. As a board member, connecting the community to the school is essential for fostering a collaborative and supportive environment. Community engagement is very important. I will make it a point to keep the community informed on issues regarding the school board and things that are happening within our district. Additionally, I would seek out members of the community, businesses, and other organizations that could provide additional resources, expertise, and opportunities for our students. This could include mentorship programs, internships, guest speaker opportunities, or any extracurricular activities tailored to the community's needs and interests. And lastly, I would encourage volunteer opportunities for community members to contribute their time, skills, and talents to support students and educators. This could include volunteering in our schools, career fairs, fundraising events, etc. Additionally, I would promote parent involvement in decision-making processes and encourage their active participation in school activities. Overall, my approach would focus on building trust, fostering collaboration, and empowering community members to be active partners in the educational journey of our students. By connecting the community to the school through engagement, partnerships, and volunteerism, we can create a supportive network that enhances student learning, well-being, and success. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Oxendine. Mrs. Rowell.
Thank you. The role our community should play in supporting the education of our students is to be engaged, not just involved. Think of it this way. When you're dating someone, you're involved. You're hanging out, but you're not necessarily committed. But when you become engaged, you're committed. Our kids need us as parents, as a community, and as a district to be engaged, actively involved, interested, and committed. We need to show enthusiasm, dedication, and a willingness to invest time and effort, not just words. Being engaged is an emotional investment and a sense of connection, as well as a desire to contribute positively and make a meaningful impact. It's being genuinely interested and actively participating, and doing this with whatever our individual strengths are. For those of us that are parents of older children, we know how long the days are, but how short the years are. We only get one chance to raise our kids. And as a district, we serve a lot of kids, but each child is an individual, and each individual needs us to be engaged as parents, as a community, and as a district. Spend time with kids, read to them, talk to them, play with them, learn with them, setting a positive and realistic example. We should be our best selves, not perfect, but our real selves, so that our kids see what that looks like. We need to set the example of striving to achieve, but be resilient, bouncing back, and trying something different when things don't go our way. We should openly and honestly communicate with our kids and work hard to connect with them as parents, as a community, and as a district. I have been and will continue to be a positive voice of our families, our students, and our community. I am always looking for opportunities to connect our community to our students, teachers, staff, and administrators. And when it comes to our community's role in education, I promise to continue leading by example, being all in, and being engaged in my role. Our future is here right now. It's our kids. And as a community, to support the education of our students, we should all be engaged.
Thank you, Mrs. Rowell. Mr. Griffin.
Thank you. What makes Waynesville a place where people want to work and send their children? A strong partnership between schools and families will best support student success. I'm a parent, and I'm also a former employee, so these things are important to me. So ensuring that the campus culture focuses on the relationships and building it with families. As a board member, I would support the expectations of partnerships, and I would also work to ensure that leaders of the campus and the district level are approachable and available to work collaboratively with families. And I say that because we have to have visibility in our community. Because when we have visibility, we also have accountability. So let's be visible, not just at the school functions, at the community functions. I do see some of the leaders out in some of the community functions, but why are we all not out there? Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Griffin. Thank you, candidates, for those comments. Finally, you will each have 2 minutes to deliver your closing remarks. We begin with you, Mr. Oxendine.
Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, I am deeply honored to have the opportunity to run for the Waynesville School Board. Our community's future relies on the strength of our education system, and I'm committed to ensuring that every student has the opportunity to thrive and succeed. Throughout my campaign, I've shared my vision for fostering equitable access to quality education and strengthening connections between the school and our community. These priorities are just not promises, they are the foundation of my dedication to serving our students, families, and educators. I believe by working together as a community, we can overcome challenges, seize opportunities, and create a brighter future for our children. As a school board member, I would listen to your concerns, advocate for your needs, and strive to make decisions that reflect our shared values and aspirations. I'm humbled by your support and trust, and I'm ready to roll my sleeves up and get to work. Together, let's build a school district that inspires excellence, fosters innovation, and empowers every student to reach their full potential. Thank you for your time and your support, and also your vote. Let's make a difference together. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Oxendine. Mrs. Rowell.
Thank you. As we come to the end of my first term on our Waynesville School Board, I want to express my sincere gratitude for the opportunity to serve our community. Having grown up here and graduated from Waynesville, this community holds a special place in my heart. My journey, both personally and professionally, has been deeply intertwined with the fabric of this town. My commitment to Waynesville extends beyond my professional life. I'm actively engaged in various community and industry organizations, advocating for leadership and education development. My decision to run for school board is driven by a desire to contribute positively to our district as a parent, as a business leader, and as an active community member. Looking ahead, I see those critical educational priorities: preparing our children for their best future, promoting a balance between achievement and resilience, and improving communication and connections between our families, schools, and our communities. These priorities are essential for fostering student success and building a stronger, more connected community. As for the role that our community plays in supporting the education of our students, I believe that we must be more than just involved. We must be engaged. Like a committed relationship, engagement requires enthusiasm, dedication, and a genuine desire to make a meaningful, positive impact. As parents, as community members, and educators, we must invest our time, effort, and resources in our children's education and our future, setting a positive example and fostering strong connections. If I earn another opportunity to serve as a board member, I pledge to continue leading by example, being all in, and to continue actively engaging in our community to support the education of our students. Thank you for your support, and with your vote on April 2nd, together we can continue to work towards growing our students and our community. Thank you.
Thank you, Mrs. Rowell. Mr. Griffin.
Thank you. In closing, I ask myself, what's the most important thing a board member can do? And I scratched my head and I thought, and I came up with one word: serve. Serve our students and their families and the staff by making good decisions. Serve our superintendent and help develop great strategies as a team. And last, serve our community, be visible, have a helping hand with our community. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Griffin. Mrs. Wiekert Anderson for Mr. Mark Keeling.
Again, if you are looking for a candidate that is open-minded and has experience in management, leadership, and board governance, I would hope that I would receive your vote. I have served on the Waynesville Board of Education for 21 years, and I would appreciate being allowed to serve our school district and community for 3 more years. One last thing, even if you decide not to vote for me, I would hope you would support our schools by voting yes to raising the levy by 10 cents and avoiding the reduction of $8.5 million in federal funding. Thank you.
Thank you. This concludes our Meet the Candidates Forum. We would like to thank our candidates for participating tonight. Mrs. Janel Rowell, Mr. David Griffin, Mr. Mike Keeling, Mr. Richard Oxendine. Audience, please give a round of applause to our candidates. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for attending this evening's event. We also want to thank our streaming audience watching live on TigerTV's Facebook page. A special thanks is extended to Mr. Wallace and his TV journalism students for broadcasting this evening's Meet the Candidate Forum. Student Brandon Blakey and student Oscar Lopez. This broadcast will also be added to the district YouTube channel. We hope this evening has been useful in helping you choose the best candidates when you vote on April 2nd. I'm Kelly Gard, and on behalf of our Community Teachers Association, I want to wish everyone a good night.